Oh, morning, Mike.
Good
Morning,
morning.
everyone. Oh, got a strained calf muscle. I don't know, strained or pulled, but it hurts from an early springtime walk. Went a little too far, too soon.
A lot of people, when they start getting outdoors again, they don't take the time to build up their endurance and often can have some sort of leg injury, including calves, which is very common.
There you go. Now we're going to show you 3 options to work this pain out easily, as well as prevent it from happening again in the future. Very good. What should we do next, Mike?
Take a 2-second break so we can sing the Bob and Brad song.
Okay.
Bob and Brad, the 2 most famous physical therapists on the internet.
I'm Brad.
I'm Mike, and behind the scenes we have Bob, and together we are the most famous physical therapy team on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
And if you're new to our channel, like this video, please subscribe.
There you go, because you'll get good karma if you subscribe.
Well, I'm not guaranteeing that, but hopefully it happens.
It's a guarantee.
So the reason most people strain their calf muscles when starting new activities or increasing how much they are doing is because whenever you walk, jump, skip, anything, your calf muscles are involved and they are taking 100% of your body weight.
Right. Now, a lot of cases in the spring when you go for a walk, like I just mentioned, or if you go for a run and you haven't done it for a while, repetitive motion is a big part of it. Or if you're doing an activity like tennis or pickleball where you go from one direction to the other quickly, that stress is really apparent and really works that calf.
So if you have a strain, which is often treatable and just takes some time to heal from, we're going to show you some tips for that right now.
That's right. So this strain is actually some muscle fibers in your calf muscle that could be slightly tore and they're inflamed. They swell up a little bit. They're tender. In the worst case scenario, a real aggressive tear where the tissues are really tore. That's really painful. What am I talking about now? We got to get on to the next topic.
I think we need to get on to the next topic, but we do want to clarify that we are talking about the calves in your legs, not the farm animals.
Why, Mike? Why? All right, let's get serious here. These people want to have some good information.
So the first tip Brad has is something called strain counter strain from Dr. Lawrence Jones. It's a technique he is much more familiar with than I am, so I'm going to let him take it away.
There you go. This has been around for years. Dr. Lawrence Jones started this in the 50s, and it's progressed. Very simple. Can you grab me a pillow, Mike? Because this is something you can do on the couch or lying down, I think, is the best way to do
that
it.
pillow's a little gross, so let's grab
There
a
you
good
go.
one.
Let's take the good one. Absolutely. Okay, so let's... So if the left calf is strained and it's tender, it's sore, has a knot, you'll be able to feel it where the tender spot is. You'll probably feel a real tight muscle there as well. We need to release that. One of the ways people do is get in and massage it right away, and it hurts, and it will oftentimes help it out. But this way is much easier and much less painful. So you'll lie down, and what we need to do is get the muscle in a slack mode, in a slack
shortened position.
Shortened position. I don't know what's going on today anyways. And the way you're going to do that is bend the knee, and then we're going to plantar flex the foot, and then at this position, and then we're going to actually rotate the foot this way or that way. The only way you're going to know which way to rotate or which position it is whatever position makes the muscle or the painful area better. So we get the position of least pain, the most relief. Let's say I go this way and I pull here, and that feels the best. At that point, you're going to relax, take a nice deep breath, and you need to time this literally. For 90 seconds, you're going to hold that position, and that is going to allow the muscle fibers to completely relax. When the muscle fibers relax, as a result of that, you get good blood flow, and the blood flow is a key to healing that muscle. So 90 seconds minimum, up to 120 seconds, so up to 2 minutes. And then when you're to that point, the timer's off, You can put your foot down and everything happens slow. You're not going to get up and go for a walk or go for a jog or anything like that. You're going to allow that muscle to relax and continue with that good blood flow in a relaxed state to allow quick and healing to maximize that. So, you can get up and you can continue on a day. You can walk, but everything is nothing aggressive, gentle and slow. And you can also massage it. And we're going to get into some details on how to massage that muscle afterwards as well.
If someone struggles with that, can they do it seated or is it not as effective?
You can. I think it's just easier. It's a good question. Easier to do it lying down. But yeah, you could do it seated and then you'll get up to here like this, point the toe down and rotate it. The thing is you'll find that position of maximal relief, but then in this position for 90 seconds to a minute or to 2 minutes is a little more difficult. You kind of struggle with that. So I recommend that position.
Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is how to massage your calves. Now, you can simply use your hand if you want to dig in there, which is definitely an option because it's free as long as you're good at massaging. You can also use something like a foam roller. You can use a soft ball or tennis ball or some sort of vibrating massage ball, whatever you may have at your house.
Just wait, Mike. I just want to, before we forget about it, if you're using your hands, you'll get into the tender spot, you'll work it in deep. And as far as people say, well, how long you're going to do it? Typically 2 to 5 minutes. A lot of times what limits you is your fingers and hands get tired, and then you got to shake them out and give it a break. So it's a pretty good deal that way. But again, you're working in the muscle. It's not one of these massages where you just go over the skin.
Now, with the foam roller and the ball, you have to be comfortable getting on the floor. So this may limit some people, but we'll show another option here in a minute. You can do seated. So you're going to need to get on the floor because a bed is going to be way too soft, and the foam roller or ball are going to sink into your mattress. So you can go both legs to start with if you want, and you're just going to roll back and forth like this. You can mess around with the angles of your toes. So if I go out more, I'm getting outer calf more. If I go in more, I'm getting my inner calf muscles, and just roll along the whole muscle belly there. You can even go down to your Achilles. If you're not feeling a whole lot of tension with both legs, you can progress to one leg. It's going to feel, well, I already feel that. It's a lot more aggressive because all your body weight is in your calf here. You're going to support yourself with your arms. You can't roll if your butt's down. So your arms have to be able to lift your body weight up a bit, but you can just kind of massage this way. You can even dig more if you push down like that. But obviously, if you have a fresh strain, you're not going to want that much pressure on it. Again, you can try a soft ball. This is much more aggressive personally because foam rollers have some give depending upon the density, but this is, I really feel that. Well, yeah, you can also use this if you have a softball.
So if it is too aggressive, work around the tight spot. It'll be parts of the muscle will not be as sensitive. So you can work on the less sensitive area and work towards that tight, knotty, painful spot. And that's one way to kind of gently and cautiously approach it.
And I would say you can mess around with your ankle too. So if you push plantar flexor downward, it's going to have a different feel than if you're dorsiflexing or engaging your calf muscle.
I would not get this aggressive if it's fresh and you've just done the strain, counter strain. This may be as it's getting better and feeling better when you're walking.
Now, another option you can certainly do to massage is using some sort of massage gun, which, believe it or not, we have many versions of that.
Yeah, if you're a larger person, you're going to may benefit more from a larger gun. If you're a smaller person, a smaller one like this, that's up to you. Use what you have or, what your friends have. I'm going to use this one. This one we have actually a hot and cold head, which a lot of our guns do offer. And that's nice. The head actually heats up and cools down and it stays that way. It's really a nice option. It's not just one of those gimmicks.
And this is one of our newest ones. It's called the A7 Pro. So it comes with numerous massage heads. But the thing I like about it is the harder I push down, the more the speed ramps up. You probably can't hear it on the microphone, but if you're massaging with it, that's a interesting feature.
Yeah, it is very nice. As a matter of fact, my daughter, who naturally has our massage gun at home, she tried this one and she said, I want one. They just became available. Is it this month?
Yeah, so this one's available in the UK already, and we have the Pro model available in the US, which has a hot and cold head. We just don't have that one at the studio yet because it's pretty new.
Now, I would say that you may want to use the round head if you're really fresh and you got a tender muscle and you don't want to beat into it very aggressively. With the round head, you turn it sideways and it does a cross friction gentle massage, and that's really nice. And as it feels better, you can go more directly into the muscle. You can see how the muscles vibrate, how you really get a nice massage on that muscle. Again, sideways. And again, usually 3 to 5 minutes with the massage gun. Work around the tender spot. If my tender spot's right there, and I can work it that way. Can I see this one?
What do you want to see?
Well,
the nice head I just had on.
Yeah, I want
It contours your calf muscle pretty nice. You just push it on.
Yeah, all right, there.
The button's on the side there.
Oh,
There you go.
there.
And all our massage guns come with a carrying case. They are rechargeable. They often come with numerous massage heads and a 2-year warranty.
There you go. Yeah, they're really nice. I'm going to play with this one for a while. It's, this is one of those things you can work from one direction or you can work from the other direction. You see them changing the angle, not going straight in. A big advantage to this little head. All right.
Now, after you have worked on whatever massage technique you need, the last thing to start doing is progressively strengthening your calf muscle, which you're going to want to do a little down the line when your calf is starting to feel better.
Right. So walking is no longer painful. Running, maybe not quite yet for you can jog a little bit, but that's time to start strengthening it. And this is the part that's going to keep you pain-free in the long run.
So what you're going to do is stand up. You can hold on to something for support, a countertop, stair railing. You can do them at a wall. And you're going to start with both feet flat on the ground. And you're just going to work on going up on your toes and then back down on your heels, controlling it the whole time. We're not going to drop down quickly. So go up and down. You can do 10 to 15 reps, and you can do it 2 to 3 times a day. Now, if that starts to become easy and it's feeling good and you want to try to strengthen the calf that was bothering you, you can go up with both and then just go down with the bad side to really get it strengthened before you progress to doing this purely on one leg. That would be the next progression. If you get to this point, not everyone will, and you can try single leg calf raises.
Yeah, and the eccentric. Did you mention the eccentric part?
I did. Go up and go down slow, and then when
Yeah.
you go up and then down on one, that's the eccentric phase, which is important for strengthening because it doesn't hurt the muscle as much, and you still get a good amount of strengthening.
Can you show them doing the next even more advanced? So if you're a hiker and you're going up and down hills, this is really helpful to go on an edge so you get full range of motion strengthening.
Now, the one on the ground, if you're at home and don't have shoes on, it's okay. On the edge of the step, you're probably going to want a shoe because your feet can kind of slip off. So I'm going to go to a step. I'm going to walk so the ball or the front of my foot is on the edge here. I'm going to hold on to the rails for support, and then you're going to dip down and then go up. So you're going to get a little bit fuller range of motion here. So you're going to strengthen the whole calf area.
Can you do it just with your right leg up so we get it? No, the other one. The right leg. Get that out of the way. There, you got good calves and you need to see the muscles work. You got red soles on the bottom of your shoe. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, you can see me coming.
I really like your socks. Look at those black socks. Looks like go to church socks. I hope you don't go work out with those at the gym.
Maybe I do.
Well, okay, that's probably the end thing. All right, good.
So those are the 3 tips. Start with the first one, obviously, during the early phases when you're really sore. Once you can progress to massaging, you can start massaging it. And then it may take some time to get to the strengthening phase. It could take a week to a month, even possibly, depending upon how severe your injury is.
Right. All right. We didn't mention they could use some ibuprofen. That seems to work well with me. Use the appropriate amount. Let's see. We got another video?
Well, another video you can check out on calf strains. Just click the video link on the screen. Calf tear or strain. Never do this and try this instead to heal it fast. It's a little bit different technique than what we showed.
Yeah, boy, that baby's got over 1 million views. It's very popular. And to finish this episode, we're going to talk about what we're having big problems with, as we can fix just about anything except for
a broken heart, but I think this can help. It's
well, it's a new one.
Almost
It's
heart shaped.
There you go.
We haven't tried that yet.
There, a little more by the sternum.
Oh.
There you go. All right, take care. Have a good day.